Today our food makes rats and our rats make food. Well, hello there, random person on the internet, and did you ever want to turn food into rats and rats into food? Now usually you would take a bunch of food, throw it outside, wait for the rats to show up and eat them? But then all the rats are gone, so how would we get more food out of them? Well, today's deck finally solves that problem. Not with any of these cards though, they are just some of the cards you could get at cardkingdom.com, your place to go for anything magic related. Check them out, link is in the description. And here we are, on the draw, not all colors but 2 gilded geese to fix it. Let's hope we can get our opponent with this Bowmaster. Dragon Rage Chandler dies to it, that's a good start. Play a land and a gilded goose, enters the battlefield, create a food token, pass the turn, island, and a faithless looting. This Bowmaster would have been insane if we were on the play. Chandler surveils, an eerie ultimatum, okay. Looting draws 2, discards a Dragon Storm. We might be in trouble here. Let's just chock in this overgrown tomb, keep up the Bowmasters. End of turn they otherworldly gaze, surveil once with the Chandler, thrice with the gaze. Keeps 1 card on top. Now usually I would have Bowmastered in response here, shooting the Dragon Rage Chandler before they can get Delirium, but since it got alchemized, it only becomes a 3-1.
Whack.
Let's hope they flashback this faithless looting. Philagi Archaeologist enters the battlefield, mills 3, returns a spell to their hand, swings in. Here we go, Orcish Bowmasters. Whenever an opponent draws a card besides their draw step and when it enters the battlefield, amass 1 and shoot 1 damage. Another gaze in response, surveils 4 cards in the yard, Chandler down, and they pass the turn. Let's play a Samwise Gamgee. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, create a food token, and for sacrificing 3 food, we can return a historic card from our graveyard to our hand. Follow it up with a Gilded Goose, enters the battlefield, create 2 food, play a Triumph, swing in, and see if they have Mizzix Mastery, I guess. They already got Dragonstorm and Blade Wing in their graveyard, so if they go land into Mizzix Mastery here, we're dead. Let's see if I have to explain the combo. Land, and they pass the turn. Sweet. Let's keep it in the Shire and play Peregrine Took. If 1 or more tokens would be created, create an additional food token. And for sacrificing 3 food, we draw a card. And, well, I guess it's either they win this turn or we win next turn. Flashes back Otherworldly Gaze, keeps no card on top. Here's the moment of truth. Can they find Mizzix Mastery? They have to do it this turn. Well, Mountain. Minister of Inquiries, sure, and passes back. Okay, here we go. Play a land, play Knight of Sweet's Revenge, an enchantment that allows us to tap food for green mana. And when it enters the battlefield, we create a food token, 2 with Peregrine Took. Let's tap all of them for mana, cast Finale of Devastation to search our library for a creature, and here comes the star of the show, Experimental Confectioner. When it enters the battlefield, we create a food, and whenever we sacrifice a food, we create a rat. Now some of you might already see where this is going. If we use Peregrine Took to sacrifice 3 food and draw a card, we will create 3 rat token, and since Peregrine Took adds a food to all these tokens, we will immediately get our 3 food back. Tap them all for mana, cast Gilded Goose for more food, tap that for mana, and now we can just repeat this loop until we find what we're looking for. A Chatterfang? Well, I guess I don't mind having infinite scrolls as well. We're looking for something else though. Let's speed this up until we find it. There it is, the second Finale of Devastation. If you pay 10 or more mana for X, you not only tutor for a creature, but all your creatures get +X and haste until end of turn, and well, there's only 1 creature to get here. Right into the next one, on the draw against Goblins. Okay, wow, how have we already seen 7 Gilded Geese in this video? Enters the battlefield, get our food, pass the turn, opponent plays a mountain, and Goblin Instigator creates another goblin, passes back, play a land, play a Sam, play a goose, make 2 food, pass the turn. Let's hope they don't have Maxes here. Mountain, and a Goblin Chieftain, giving the others +1/+1 and haste. Swings in. Man, we really need to draw some heat here. Oh, Chatterfang is a good one. Let's play Boseiju. Knight of Sweet's Revenge enters the battlefield, creates a food, play another goose, create 2 food, just enough mana left to cast Chatterfang Scroll General. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus that many scroll tokens are created instead. And for 1 black mana and sacrificing X scrolls, target creature gets plus X minus X until end of turn. So when it enters the battlefield and Sam creates a food, we also create a scroll. And well, that was actually a pretty good turn here. Let's see if we're dead. Cranko Mob Boss. Well, taps to create a goblin for every goblin they control. Well, this might seem a little excessive, but we can't let this enter the battlefield with haste, so activate Chatterfang, target the chieftain, sacrifice 2 scrolls, back down to Samwise and the geese, but at least we're still alive. Oh, and a land. Well, we pretty much have to win this turn, so I spent quite some time in the tank here. Maybe a little too long, since our combo takes so much clicking. Tutor for Peregrine Took, create 2 food, tap them for mana, activate Sam to get Chatterfang back to her hand, sacrifice 3 food, well, recast Chatterfang, enters the battlefield, create 2 food and 2 scrolls, tap the food, activate Peregrine to draw a card, another land. Brutal. Well, Gilded Goose to the rescue, pay 2 mana to create a food, tap everything for mana, activate Peregrine. Oh my god, we actually got the Confectioner. Wow, now we just need to not time out. Enters the battlefield, get some food, tap it for mana, activate Peregrine, sacrifice 3 food. Oh, well, I guess that makes it easy. But what happens if we can't interact with an opponent that wants to overrun us on turn 4? Well, we just die. Just consider this the obligatory reminder that this deck has its weaknesses, and here's the obligatory reminder to tap that like button, followed by the obligatory bonus game. What? On the draw with Gilded Goose and Sam again? Well, let's play it. Create a food. If they're on mono white life gain, they probably play, oh yeah, Soul Warden. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, they gain a life. That's gonna trigger a lot once our engine gets going. Play Sam, enters the battlefield, they gain a life. Play a land and Delighted Halfling, they gain a life. We get a food, pass the turn. Voice of the Blessed. Yep, this is gonna get huge. Warden gains a life, Voice gets a counter. Swings in with lifelink, Voice gets a counter. Yeah, this is not okay, we gotta end this. Shock in an Overgrown Tomb, Finale of Devastation for X equals 2, get a Bowmasters, shoot the Warden. Oh god, this is gonna trigger 2 more times, doesn't it? Voice already up to 4 counters, so it gains Vigilance and Flying. Let's hope they don't have another Warden. Plains, swing in, down to 11. And they pass back. That kinda really looks like a board wipe next turn. Let's just make them have it, I guess. Finale of Devastation for Peregrine Took. Sam creates 2 food. Let's see if we get blown out by a Wrath. Here we go. Board wipe, or it's their last turn. Oh. Well, I guess the ring does it as well. Enters the battlefield, they get protection from everything until their next turn. Taps it to draw a card. Oh, got him. Snipe the bird, they swing in for 7 and, well, yeah, I guess we can still go infinite here. Cast Besiege the Mirror, bargain it, sacrifice a food, grab Knight of Sweet's Revenge, enters the battlefield, create a food, tap it all, play a land, cast Experimental Confectioner, and yeah, now we can just cast our entire deck, but we can't kill our opponent. I wish I could tell you that I got a sneaky one-off Questing Beast in the deck to get around the protection, but yeah, it's not in here, so let's just go through the deck and see what we can do. Well, Prosperous Innkeeper, so now when we create rats, we also gain a bunch of life. Chatterfang? Well, if infinite rats aren't enough to kill them, maybe another infinite of scrolls will do the trick. Oh, and a Pitiless Plunderer. I'm not gonna explain the full combo here, I played it in this video if you're interested, but now we can essentially kill every creature we want to and create infinite treasure token. Let's draw 1 more card, and I guess we pass here. We can just draw our deck before they inevitably wipe the board this turn. Draw 2 cards with the ring, 2 Bowmaster triggers, shoot their face, and Soul Warden. I did some loops through the engine before realizing that I can just kill it with Chatterfang, but we should definitely just sacrifice 1 scroll here, but instead I choose 36, which creates 36 treasure, and all of them will create a scribble to trigger the Warden. So let's do the shameful Chatterfang activation for 1 in response and just fast forward through this entire stack. Whoa, and that's it? Well, let's not beat around the bush here. Sacrifice Knight of Sweet's Revenge, give our creatures plus 63, swing for ultra lethal, and they have Teferi's protection. Everything faces out, they have protection from everything, and their life total can change this turn. I guess they live another turn. Wait, what's happening here? Did that break Arena? I'm editing out a lot of waiting here, but this is not how it should look. I mean, at least we haven't seen this one yet. I wonder if we're just gonna sit here and watch all of our creatures attack one at a time. Oh, well, we could probably restart the game here, but let's just sacrifice this one to the magic gods. Wanna see more of my content? Well, check out last episode where our copies copy our copies. This video and more are in this playlist. Remember to tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.